Here the lights go green and kart 15 is slower than me, so I have to stop, but then I go for the inside and manage to overtake him. And then I go for the inside and manage to overtake kart 19. And after that, I'm trying to overtake kart 5, but the session gets yellow flag, but then the session gets green again and I manage to overtake him on the outside. Then the session gets red flag. Don't know why it happened, but it happened for some reason. Don't know what this guy was thinking, but he overtook me on the yellow flag. Don't know why, but he did it for some reason. Here the lights go green and I go for the inside right here. Then I go for the inside again, but then I try to pull a switchback, but I somehow miss. Here I try to overtake this guy, but I go too fast and spin out, and the guy in the red suit almost crashes into me, but he doesn't somehow. Here I didn't realize, but I got black flagged, but then I try to overtake this guy in the red suit, but I spin out and miss. But then I try to pull a switchback, but somehow spin out and not get the switchback. Here I go for the inside to try to overtake these guys, but I miss and I realize I got black flagged. And after that, the session gets yellow flagged and I go to the sin bin. But I forgot where the sin bin is and I missed the entrance, so I have to park on the side of the truck. So here's the conversation that me and Marshall had.
Okay, slow down a lot more, okay? Okay, slow down, don't press the brake until at the same time, okay? Okay. Okay, take your hands off the wheel.
Here the lights go green and I manage to overtake kart 5 on the outside. Here I catch up to this guy, which is slowing me down, so I go for the inside and manage to overtake him. Here I catch up to these guys and try to overtake kart 3, but the session gets yellow flagged. And here's the guy that caused the yellow flag. Hopefully he's fine. Don't know why, but this guy just stopped on the middle of the truck, but at the green flag he was going again. Maybe his cart broke down, I don't know. But I managed to overtake this guy on the inside. Here I go for the inside, but kart 8 closes the gap on me, but then I managed to overtake him, but I accidentally leave him no space. But after that I managed to overtake this guy on the inside. But shortly after that, the session gets yellow flagged. Here the lights go green, and kart 19 is slower on the corners than I am, so I managed to overtake him on the outside. Here I try to go for the outside of kart 20, but he had the inside line, so I couldn't manage to overtake him. This guy is much slower than me, but he's going defensive, so I'm going to try to overtake this guy. Here I try to go for the inside, but this guy blocks me off, but then shortly after, the session gets yellow flagged. Here's the end of session 1, but this guy misses the pits for some reason. Here the lights go green and I managed to overtake this guy on the outside. And shortly after that I managed to overtake kart 20 on the inside, but now I need to try to overtake kart 11. Here I turn too fast and spin out, but then I try to turn again, but I spin out and lose all my momentum, so I don't manage to overtake kart 11. Here I catch up to these guys, but I'm slower than them, so I don't manage to catch up. And shortly after, one of the guys hits another guy, then I'm side by side with the guy that got hit, but I have the inside line, so I managed to overtake him, but then he hits me, but I still managed to overtake him. But shortly after, the guy in the red suit managed to overtake me, and the guy in the orange suit managed to overtake me, so I need to catch up and try to take my positions back. Here I almost managed to overtake this guy in the orange suit, but I spin out and this guy slows me down, so I need to try to overtake him again. Honestly, this guy is pretty unpredictable. I don't know what this guy is doing, but I catch up to him and catch up to this other guy, so now I need to try to overtake them. Shortly after that, kart 10 does this maneuver. I don't know what this guy is doing, but I managed to overtake him on the inside. But then he hits me and I'm back to the position I was before. Here I try to overtake kart 11 on the outside, but he spins out and I have to slow down. Here I'm still battling kart 11, but he spins out and I crash into him. Luckily I'm fine, I didn't really hurt that much. Hopefully he's fine too. Honestly, this guy is pretty slow, so I'm trying to overtake him, but this guy is pretty defensive, so it's pretty hard to overtake him. So I'm just trying to pull switchbacks all the time, like right here. And right here again. A lap later, kart 11 does the same thing that got me and him into the crash, but I managed to overtake him. and catch up to the spec and overtake one of the guys on the inside. Apparently Kart 1's kart is a bit slower because I managed to overtake him on one of the streets. Kart 12 didn't give me any space, so I just crashed into one of the hairpins. Here I catch up to the spec and Kart 3 just stops in the middle of the track, so I managed to overtake him on the inside. But then I try to overtake Kart 6, but I don't manage to overtake him because I don't have much space. But shortly after that, the sessions gets yellow flagged. Here I'm side by side with Kart 6, but Kart 20 is taking over the inside, but shortly after I managed to overtake both of them. After a few laps, I managed to catch up to these guys and I managed to overtake Kart 20, but don't leave him any space. Here I'm battling Kart 1, but I managed to overtake him because he hits the barrier and slows down. Here this guy in the blue suit manages to overtake me. This guy is a lot faster than me, so I can't really overtake him. Here I was trying to catch up to that guy, but I was too fast and spun into the barrier. Here I catch up to this group which are much slower than me, so now I need to try to overtake them. So I go for the inside and get the inside, but don't manage to overtake this guy. But I was going too fast, so I crashed into him. Luckily he's fine. Here I managed to catch up to Kart 20 and managed to overtake him on the ramp. Here I was going too fast, so this guy managed to overtake me. But soon after, the session gets yellow flagged and I spin out, but try to go back on the track, but I just fail to do so. And that's the end of session 2. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, it would help a lot.